Hi there, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today's review is about a game called Moving Through Life, which is a new, relaxing, and cozy unpacking simulation game developed by Challenging Games. And a big thank you to the developer for providing me with a review code. In this game, you'll follow the life of a girl that you'll get to know as you unpack her belongings as she moves throughout places in her life. Starting in 1994 as a child, you'll see her through some struggles and life developments, and you'll be able to make a few key decisions along the way that will ultimately impact this person's life and will influence what items you'll unpack and place in the future as she grows older. It's a simple concept with simple mechanics and a handful of chapters to explore. Also, just a side note, if you happen to find this review helpful, feel free to subscribe. I post on here every single week and I play a wide variety of games. So if you've ever had the chance to play Unpacking, which was a bit of a viral game that's available on, I'm pretty sure, every single platform, well, this is basically exactly like that game, but more so a light version. Here you'll unpack items by holding down the mouse button, an item will appear and you simply place it. It's very straightforward. You'll be able to move the camera around to change the view, and some items can only be placed on certain things, such as pillows on beds and stuff like that. As a kid, you'll get a single room to decorate with a desk, a bed, some additional furniture, and a few knickknacks. And as you grow older and move out of home, you'll have a few more rooms like a bathroom or a kitchen to decorate. As the protagonist becomes clearly more successful, you'll get several more rooms to decorate in a clearly swanky apartment with some very lavish furniture. The reason I say this game feels a bit more like a light version comes down to several reasons, which just kind of overall make the game feel a bit cheap and clunky. First up, the general detail that's gone into the game. Unpacking an item is simply clicking randomly in the air while a loading circle appears. There are no boxes to unpack from. Other things like not being able to open any cupboards or drawers to place items inside was just a bit of a letdown and I think would have really improved the game. The camera view can be a bit awkward at times. I found myself trying to angle the camera in a way to give myself a good view, but walls or other items would sort of get in the way, or the camera itself just didn't have the ability to go where I kind of needed it to go. There is no ability to save in between chapters either. At one point I had finished a house, exited as I assumed it had saved, but I was unaware that the next part was just adding more items instead of moving houses, so when I restarted the game I had lost my progress and had to start that house all over again. There is also no menu or chapter selection either, which to me is pretty essential. While you can move items around during the chapter, as soon as you've placed the last piece of furniture, of which you'll have no idea it's actually the last piece, all the furniture then locks into place. It's a very frustrating feature. Other details I noticed, like a bathroom not having a toilet, or just way too many knickknacks for a room which only had a bookshelf and a couple of small tables. While all of this is just really small, inconsequential things in themselves, added together it just made the game feel a bit lacking at times. From memory there are only about 5 or so chapters, so it's a very short game. I think it took me about an hour and a half to finish. So while yes, there is definitely some room for improvement, like 100%, and I do really wish there was more content, I really did enjoy this game. While I want it to be longer, I think the length for that particular person's journey was perfect. I recently did play Unpacking and I found it dragged out way too long. Maybe adding in some people to follow their lives and unpack for them would be an awesome addition. I absolutely adore the look of this game. I thought the art style was stunning. It's a simple looking game, but it looks so cozy and it just looks like it's going to be a great game before you even played it. The soundtrack as well I enjoyed. Great music to accompany the relaxing task of unboxing and placing furniture. Especially as you move towards the end of the game with nicer furniture and rooms. Even if you're like a terrible interior decorator, I feel it would be near impossible to make these rooms look bad. Like, I want this girl's furniture. She has great taste. So basically, if the price of this game was any higher than it currently is, I think about $8 or so, I would say hell no. Don't get this game. Mostly just because of the length of the game and not because of those issues I mentioned before. Again, I felt like I had to mention them, but to me they weren't huge game destroying issues. Because I did genuinely enjoy the game, despite all of those issues, and yes, I wish it was about double the length, I do think this game is a great buy. I would say though, just wait for it to go on special, because while it is already super cheap, 1.5 hours of gameplay is just not long at all. Let me know if you've tried it and what you think in the comments below. I would love to know about it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this review has been helpful to you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!